Okay, so now that we've got our design all figured out, let's go ahead and open up the starter project. It's located under the course files starter project, and then open up this XC workspace. Now, this might look a little bit intimidating, but I'll go ahead and walk you through it, and it's pretty simple. So basically what I've done is I've started off with a single view application, and then on top of that, I've added an iMessage extension. And the way you do that is go to Editor, Add Target, and you would click iMessage extension, but we've already done that. And so that's given us our base project structure. This folder right here is our companion app, and this folder right here is our extension. This is actually a workspace and not just a project, and that's because we've added CocoaPods, which will allow us to add some open source libraries to our project. And we'll use one called Swifty Store Kit, which will make adding in-app purchase as simple as one line. So inside our companion app, I've added a few view controllers that we'll need. I've also created this file right here, and this will allow us to use hex codes just to make translating some of the stuff from Sketch a little bit easier. I've also translated our design from Sketch and connected some of the outlets and included our assets. Over in our extension, we have one base view controller called our Messages view controller. For iMessage extensions, this acts a little bit like an app delegate. It will allow us to interact with the iMessage app. There's a few empty functions that we'll get into in later lessons. And there's 3 view controllers that I've added. Then this game classes folder right here, this contains the code necessary for the 2048 gameplay. This comes from an open source project that I'll also be sure to link down below, and I'll explain a little bit more when we get there. And finally, we've got our supporting files, which will include our sprite kit file, our storyboard file, and the fonts and sounds that we need. Our sprite kit file, I've laid out the game UI. In our storyboard, I've created the view controllers. And as I said before, dragged in all the assets that we need. And that's just a brief overview of our project structure. Next, we'll start coding.